I was requested to put together a sequence for lower back tightness and just a sequence to incorporate into your hopefully daily routine of stretching to relieve any kind of, pressure or tightness in the lower back. So I'll focus on the hips and, different sections of your body that will help to free that area up a little bit, and it's only about a 15-20 minute stretch sequence. So you're welcome to, lengthen it as much as you want to, but I'll give you some basics. So you can thank Andres for this, bringing this to my attention, and I hope that it works for you. And by the way, if anyone has any requests, I'm happy to take them for free for the time being. Anyway, okay, let's get started. All you really need for this is probably a pillow. And it can be a pillow from your bed. As you can see, mine is my pillow from my bed. So that's about it. If you like to use blocks, something to elevate the floor, bring the floor to you, you're welcome to use blocks. You can use books, anything that will, bring some height. But you probably don't even need it. So let's start. You're going to actually come down onto the mat or onto the floor on your belly, like this. And you'll set your elbows up directly underneath of your shoulders. And then you'll point through the toes and ground down through your forearms and gently start to drag your elbows back to your rib cage so that you'll feel your chest start to come through between your biceps. You'll feel a little engagement in your scapula. That's fine. And hopefully you'll feel a very subtle, tiny sensation at the very base of your spine. So from here, you'll just breathe. And I invite you to close your eyes for this opening posture so that you can bring your awareness and anchor your awareness into that rhythm of your breath. So breathe in and out through your nostrils. And with each inhale, make it a little bit longer than the last one. And each exhale, make it a little bit longer than your inhale. So through this practice, you're lengthening your breath and pulling more oxygen in to circulate throughout your body. Good. And your legs are just slightly engaged, maybe not even at all. But continue that work of pressing down into your forearms and dragging your forearms back so that your chest comes in between your thighs. And it does get tiring after a minute or two. And then we'll exhale and release. Slide your shoulders back your hands back underneath your shoulders, and then you'll send your hips back to your heels. Bring your toes to touch, spread your knees out wide, and come into a child's pose, allowing your belly to rest in between your thighs. Bring your forehead down to the floor, and just breathe as you extend through your fingertips. And then you'll walk your hands over to the left side of your mat. So you'll take your right palm on top of your left hand and maybe you'll interlock your fingers. Anchor your right hip into your right ankle. If it's too much, just do it energetically. And now let your head rest in between your biceps as you feel the stretch coming out of the right side waist, through the right rib cage and behind the right scapula up towards your pinky finger. Good. And you'll start drawing your lower belly in and up. And then you'll slowly walk your hands to the opposite side. So to the right side, left hand comes on top of right hand, leave you interlock fingers. And then walk them away from you. Anchor your outer left hip to your left ankle, your left heel. Soften your upper body, tap your forehead to the floor. Good. And then you'll walk your hands back to center for one more breath in a classic child's pose, grounding down through your fingertips, spreading through your shoulder blades, and then you'll inhale, rise to all fours, and you'll send the right foot forward in between the thumbs, and you'll settle your hips down to the floor. So you can come up onto your thigh and sink like this, or you can frame the front foot with your fingers or with blocks. And then for this posture, I invite you to even pause the video so you can stay here for a significant period of time, because this is a great one to free up the lower back because it opens up the front of your hips, which can tug on your lower back. Good. And then as you exhale, just straighten the right leg. You might have to slide your heel forward a little bit so that you can take your hip on top of your knee. And then you'll draw the back of the leg down toward the floor as you kick out through your heel. Take your shoulders away from the ears. Pull the lower belly in and up. And continuously curl your outer right hip back, and you can even give yourself an adjustment by taking the top of the thigh and then rolling it down and back a little bit. And now bring left fingertips underneath of your left shoulder and swipe your right arm up to the sky, stacking your shoulders and getting into the IT band. So the more you kick, pull back, the more you'll feel it. Good. And just breathe through it. Another one I invite you to hold for longer than you think you need to. Good. Exhale and release. Rebend the right knee and now walk your foot to the corner of the mat. Bring both hands inside of your right foot and you'll fold here. Tuck your chin into a lizard. If you want something more deep, more sensational, you can come down onto your forearms. If you want something still more sensational, you can reach back for your back foot and catch the foot or ankle with your right hand. And then you'll draw the heel towards your sacrum as you lift your chest. Options. Doesn't have to be done every day, but work toward it if you can. Nice. And then you'll release that back foot. Bring both hands down to the mat. And you'll start to heel toe the right foot to the left side of the mat. Flex the ankle and then drop the knee behind the right wrist. Extend through your left leg. And then you'll gently fold and you mount. So maybe you don't fold at all. You can stay propped up on your hands. Or you just come down to forearms. Or you lie all the way down onto your forehead. And then come back to the rhythm of your breath. Watch your body as it starts to surrender to the pose, as it starts to give into the shape, and allow it. Let go of gripping, let go of tightness. Just become as soft as you can. And again, another posture where I invite you to pause this video and stay here for as long as you deem appropriate. Press into your palms, you'll roll onto the outer right hip and you'll take the left leg forward. So you're going to be in what we call Janu Shirshasana, a seated tree. The right foot comes inside of the left inner thigh. And then you'll square your chest to the left leg and then slowly fold, but you want to fold from the hip, like you're folding in half, like a book. And then you'll tuck your chin and lean forward with the crown of the head, allowing your exhales to take you deeper into the fold. If you're not feeling this in your back, or if you're feeling this too much in your back and you want to even out the stretch between the hamstring and the lower back, you can bend the knee a little bit and fold. So play with it. the breaths get deeper. And then you'll inhale, slowly rise, and you'll cross your ankles. Breathe in, take your arms out and up. Breathe out, take a twist to the left, dropping fingertips to the floor, anchor down through your fingers, and then press so you can stack your spine. Exhale so you can turn your gaze to the back. Inhale, come back to center, arms lift. And as you exhale, you'll do the same on the right side. Fingertips drop on either side of the hips. Press and lift crown of head. Exhale and twist, twist, turn to the left. Good. And release. You'll make your way back to a tabletop position. And we'll come to the opposite side. So the left leg steps forward in between the thumbs this time. Coming onto your fingertops or onto blocks or onto the thigh if that feels better to you. And you'll feel the stretch in the front of your right thigh. So hip flexor, psoas region. And this can also really help to free any tightness in your lower spine area. Straighten the left leg. Maybe you kick your heel forward a little bit. Drop your belly a little bit and pinch your shoulder blades so you can guide your upper body forward with a flat spine. And then again, if you can curl the outer left hip back and maybe, you can see it, maybe you can take your hand to the top of the thigh and just guide the skin back. And the right hand underneath right shoulder, start to spin the left arm up. Widen your shoulder blades, widen the space between your fingertips. Turn your gaze to the left thumb. Continue to activate through your left ankle and open, open, open your chest. And then we'll exhale into the lizard. Bend into left knee, take your left foot to the long edge of the mat. And then you'll sink. And you'll stay here. Or you come to forearms. Or you come into the twist or a mashup of three. So your left arm lifts up, reaches back, and maybe you catch your back foot with your left hand. Draw your upper arm bones together. Encourage the heel to your sacrum. Dropping your tailbone a little bit. Turn your gaze upward if it's available to your neck. Keep breathing. And then you'll release. And then we'll take it to what we know as pigeon. The left foot comes to the right side of the mat. Left knee behind left wrist. And then you'll walk your right toes back a little bit. And then you'll fold any mount. If you want to hold this pose for a little bit of time, you can pause the video and stay in this shape for a few moments longer. Otherwise, we'll roll to the outer left hip and swing the right leg forward. And then the left foot comes to the inner right thigh. Flex your right ankle, turn your chest to your right ankle, and then you'll just gently lean forward, kicking through your heel, and bringing your forehead towards your shin. It doesn't have to touch. That's not the point. But you're guiding your upper body forward with the crown of the head. So it's like the top of the head wants to touch the top of your foot. So think about widening the space between each vertebra. Breathe and keep folding. And then holding it in this shape for as long as you like. We'll finish off with the last posture, which a pillow can be nice for to make it more restorative. You'll extend both legs straight, any amount. So if you want to bend your knees, if that's better for you, you can bend your knees. You have two options. You can slip the bolster underneath of your knees and then just fold like this. Or you can take the pillow on top of your thighs in towards your belly, snuggle it into your belly, and then you'll roll over and reach your arms forward. If you don't touch the feet, you don't touch the feet. It doesn't matter. It's the forward folding action that we're looking for, and that little minor stretching of your lower back. Breathe in and out through your nose. And with each exhale, allow your upper body to become heavier and heavier. So you can feel more and more of a tug in your lumbar region. And start to let go of your breath. Notice the natural inhales and exhales through the nose. It's the natural pattern of your breathing when you don't control it. You'll slowly, slowly rise. And then to finish off in Shavasana, I would suggest bringing the pillow underneath of your knees so that your knees are a little bit bent. Extend your legs out. And then you'll lie all the way down on the back and your arms will come by the sides. And you'll stay here. I invite you to stay here for as long as you like. Taking a few moments in complete stillness and quiet while still remaining alert of what's going on around you. So you can be alert without reactionary at the same time. And this final posture gives you a chance to integrate that. I hope that this video was helpful to you, and let me know how it goes. Namaste.